first known shipment of bananas to the United States occurred in 1804, when red bananas were imported from Cuba to New York in one incident and sold as exotic curiosities. Meanwhile, in England, members of the upper classes were cultivating bananas in greenhouses, such as the 6th Duke of Devonshire, William Cavendish, who gave us the Cavendish banana, which becomes quite important later on. Overall, though, the banana still remained relatively obscure and expensive in much of Europe and the United States throughout most of the 19th century, barely venturing outside the circles of the wealthy and learned of those countries. The popularity of bananas would skyrocket, and Americans began importing this cheap fruit in large numbers from across Latin America around the year 1900. The United Fruit Company, which formed from the merging of smaller companies in 1899, and is today known as Chiquita, came to dominate the banana industry. The banana industry, meanwhile, quickly became a crucial piece of the Central American economy in particular. As a result, the company, along with its two other later competitors, the Standard Fruit Company and Cuyamel Fruit Company, quickly became Central America's largest employers and, in some countries, largest landowners. The importance of the banana industry to these countries was such that these companies were able to hold a massive degree of influence over the political and economic affairs of nations like Guatemala and Honduras. They built and controlled much of these countries' transportation infrastructure, heavily influenced their politics and law, and were even involved, on multiple occasions, in overthrowing the governments of these nations to replace them with governments that were friendly to their designs and interests, which caused a great deal of strife and conflict in this region. Cavendish bananas are today threatened by a new strain of Panama disease known as TR4, just as the Gros Michel once was, with a solution seeming decreasingly likely. Thus, the day may come, and it may not be very far in the future, in which the Cavendish bananas of today's world will have to be replaced by something new as well.